And we're back here at the Milliken Decatur, Illinois NCAA Division III softball regional, where Calvin College has just lost to Mount St. Joseph. And I know, ladies, it's probably not how you wanted it to turn out, but I think one thing that anybody who's been here this weekend would be impressed by is the level of play that we've seen in this tournament. I think all 6 of these teams are outstanding, and no matter who wins, I think they have a really good shot of going far. Just talk to Coach a little bit about that. I'm sorry, we have Coach Becky Hilgert, and I just had your name, and I forgot.
Ellie Borst.
Yes, thank you. I had it in my head, and then it just went away. My apologies.
All good.
So, Coach, just talk a little bit about, just the tournament experience and the level of play.
Yeah, this tournament, I mean, it was stacked with the, only 48 teams in this year. And having 6 in the region, 6 to prepare for, that was a lot in the short turnaround. I mean, we finished last Saturday and then on the road Wednesday. So it was a short turnaround to prepare for all these teams. And we had the first game COVID situation, and then Saturday, and then didn't get to play till yesterday. And we have a little bit of weather, and haven't played in the hot. And all these teams are just outstanding. I mean, outstanding pitching, outstanding hitting. I mean, make plays. I mean, the St. Joseph shortstop, that play she made was. I mean, it was a game changer, because if she doesn't get that, we tie the game, and maybe it's a little bit different at the end. But, at this level, you make big plays like that. That's how you win games. And they just made a few more plays than us today. And but overall, I mean, just an awesome tournament. We're really happy to be here. I mean, our team fought till the end, and that's all I asked for them here at this. I mean, the regional was good.
Jeff, do you have any questions?
Becky, can you just talk a little bit about what they were doing pitching wise? Like last night, your hitters, you face someone who throws with a lot of speed, one of the top pitchers in the country, and then you have to kind of adjust to a different look today, and they seem to have you off balance, both of their pitchers. What were they doing?
Yeah, I'd say their first pitcher, she was real methodical, and her actually start was a little bit slower. So I think our hitters maybe had a little adjustment on timing their load and timing when to get ready for their swing. Where last night, it was just like when Cammie, she's just firing. So you just get in the box and go. Where I think that maybe threw us off a little bit, and we didn't quite know if she would be up in the box, back in the box, middle of the box. And she spun the ball really well inside and then out. And then she's got a really nice curveball, or a nice changeup as well that got us on a couple. And then they bring in their second pitcher, just kind of throwing heat, in those late innings. And yeah, they got a good 1-2 punch there.
Ellie, what was it like coming back, back-to-back days? You threw, I think, in all 3 games that you played in. Were you feeling a little fatigued there? I mean, you fought through it, you gave it everything you had. Just talk about your final effort, in a Calvin uniform.
Yeah, I think that, you can hear my voice is shot, so my voice is fatigued. But overall, we have a incredible staff. And I think that's like mentally what helped all of us pitchers get through this tournament play, the past weekends and this weekend. So just knowing that, like, no matter what, we have somebody in the bullpen ready to pick you up. And then if we're in the bullpen, we're ready to pick somebody else up. So I think that was really like comforting this whole weekend and throughout tournament play, that like, even if we are going back-to-back days and pitching more than we would during the typical season, we have somebody ready to pick us up. So I think that in itself was super comforting and helped push us through the weekends. So
just sticking with you, Ellie, you probably haven't put your head around it, but just from a student athlete experience, what was it like to navigate through this whole COVID season and having a chance to play, but then just having to deal with some of the twists and turns, and then, getting to the NCAA tournament and winning the league tournament the way you guys did last week? I mean, just so many twists and turns. What was your perspective on the whole season?
Yeah, it was a grind. I think that something that helped us is Coach always talks about controlling the controllables. That's something that we've been taught and have been talking through since even before COVID, especially like as a pitcher, control the controllables. So going through this season of time with COVID and all the different twists and turns, I think that was something that really kept us in it and kept us sane. And it's something that, you know, we capitalized on because we did do the right things. We did make our social circles smaller. We, you know, took care of ourselves and made sure that we stayed healthy. And that's something that we did benefit from throughout the season. And as we saw some of our opponents, you know, fall to that. So I think that's something that our team did a really good job of staying disciplined and just really sticking together through that. And yeah, I think controlling the controllables is the way that we accomplished that and the way that we kept mentally tough through it all.
So Coach Hilgert, you know, one of the individuals sitting next to you is part of a big senior class. You talked about it, the senior class, the first one that you recruited. I remember you being at a lot of Ellie's basketball games, recruiting her heavily, but maybe you could just talk a little bit about the senior class and what they've contributed. You know, I think 3 NCAA tournament trips and, you know, helping lay the foundation of the program that you're building. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'll try not to get choked up. I mean, they're just incredible young women, all 7 of them. I'll start with Kayla Grun. She's been here from the beginning with me. And she made a lot of sacrifices to come back for her 5th year. And she's just outstanding. I don't know what Centerfield's going to be like next year without her out there and without that, the arm she has, and she wants to play ball. That's all that kid wants to do. She just wants to play ball. And she's just such a great teammate, great person. And she's just been a great advocate for Calvin. You know, Hannah Horvath is a scrappy little one. Again, she made sacrifice to come back for her 5th year. Didn't want her story to end how it ended last year. Neither of those two. As soon as COVID happened, both of them were on the phone with me. Like, what do I do? What can I do to get back to this tournament? And Hannah's just been a great little spark plug at the top of our lineup. Like I said, she's a little fireball, and you know, it has speed on the bases, and you know, can hit for power, but also lay the small ball. So those two are going to be obviously big shoes to fill next year. And then, you know, Ellie, Grace, Kennedy, Amber, Bree. I mean, that was my first recruiting class. I spent a lot of time, and you know, I remember watching Ellie, and it's just like, I have to get this kid in our program. She's going to be a game changer. We needed a good pitcher. We needed somebody that could change Calvin softball. And really, her and Bree together have bought in from the beginning, and they've had growing pains. We all have, and we've kind of butted heads at times. But at the end of the day, it's just like, they're the reason we're here. Those 4 or 5 are really the reason we've got to this point and where we're at in the program, and the culture we've built, and the competitiveness. And just for them to go out there today and yesterday and just watch them play, and they're just like a 3rd NCAA tournament. I mean, not many people can say that. And you know, I'm sad for them because, you know, they didn't have last year, and who knows, we still struggle with what could have been last year when we thought we had a really good team. So for them to do this really in 3 years is pretty amazing. But COVID and the pandemic was going to be part of their story. It's part of their career and what they'll talk about, all the ups and downs that they went through. Just that class is just unbelievable. You know, Ellie and Bree, you know, we call them the Twin Towers. That's kind of their nickname. Have just, you know, have really stabilized our pitching, and Grace Stock behind the plate is a 2-year captain. And she's just high IQ. I mean, her hitting the last 2 weeks it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch her just go out the way she wanted to go out. And that was incredible for her. And then Amber really, you know, she changed our season with her play at 3rd base. She really did. You know, we were a better team defensively when she knew all she had to do was make plays. And, you know, really tipped my hat to Amber. She's been through so much in 4 years. You know, and Kennedy too. Kennedy grinds out as our hitter and just trying to get the ball in play and making things happen. And she bought into her role this year, and she did it so well. And her teammates love her. She's a great teammate, somebody that just does the little behind the scenes things, which you don't see on the field. So yeah, those 5, I mean, they're really special to me, and you know, it's going to be really hard to have life without them, but they've set the table for the young ones, and they've left their jerseys in a better place, and they've left this program and culture in a better place. And I think they can walk out of here, I hope, with their head high and proud that, you know, Calvin softball is where it is, and they had a role in that. And as proud alumni, I hope they still come back, stay in touch, come to games, and, you know, forever. They're, you know, Knights for life now. So.
Okay, very good.
Well, I know you guys come from a school that is known for its athletic and academic excellence. And I have to say that you guys definitely held up your end this weekend and represented your school very well. And we wish you all the best in the future.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. See ya.
Yep, see ya.